happy with how an answer came off, or you want to throw a challenge for any other reason, each team does have one challenge. If your challenge is upheld, you do get to retain that challenge for usage potentially later on in the match. Mark Riley, you will be kicking us off here, asking the first question in round one. Tee off at your will, good sir.
All right, gentlemen at the table. Your first question comes from the category of animated.
These are drawn movies, correct?
That is correct.
Drawn by hand.
Drawn by hand.
Or computer.
Sure. In what film, based off the popular app of the same name, included the voice talents of Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, Maya Rudolph, and Kate McKinnon?
If I had to give you one app that is your favorite app that you use on your phone the most often, what would you say?
It's the sleeping app I use that has a nice ocean sound.
I just got one of those.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
Angry Birds.
2. I sleep like a baby. 1, and pens down. Jason Inman.
Is it Angry Birds?
It is Angry Birds. Eric.
Angry Birds.
You got Angry Birds as well, Scott Vance.
I picked the emoji movie.
Team Trek.
I was incorrect. It was Angry Birds.
To a rough start. Winston chiming in with his world's finest.
All right.
Off to an early lead. Our next category comes from the world of comedies. Your question is, Schmidt and Jenko are undercover police officers in what comedy franchise?
That logline screams comedy. Just really funny stuff.
I think you...
Can you repeat the question?
21 Jump
That's a
Street.
usage of the JT
JT
rule very
rule,
early.
one down.
We can do that. It is Schmidt and Jenko are undercover police officers in what comedy franchise? As I was saying before, so really love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you and I would make good cops, but we look like undercover cops.
We are. I'm undercover right now.
The leather jacket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Eric, you're up first.
21 Jump Street.
Give it to him,
Correct.
Scott Nance.
Lethal Weapon.
Rough start. How do you not get Riggs and Murtaugh?
Jump Street franchise.
Winston,
There it is.
ready to go with a very full answer. Jason Inman.
21 Jump Street.
He got
All right.
21 Jump Street, carrying Team Trek thus far.
I'm a little rusty.
Keeping it going.
I'm a little rusty.
All right, gentlemen, your third question. Category of dramas. Dramas. Who played Lee Harvey Oswald in JFK?
He was in the
Historical figure.
Did he? Yeah, he's a historical figure, all right. He's a historical patsy.
Oh,
You ask me. Hot take. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scott.
Ed Harris.
The Oscar winner, Gary Oldman.
He is on the
correct.
line.
Good.
Team Trek is within 1. Winston.
Well, I went with someone who's used to killing famous careers, mainly his own. I said Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
Close.
that
Would be
is
great.
incorrect.
Yeah.
We would not have accepted Christopher Plummer either. Jason Inman.
I guess the lovely Christian Slater.
Interesting choice.
Good work.
Yeah. It's a good casting.
I just went with someone intense, Ed Norton.
Okay, only one correct answer.
It's a big,
Clearly you're not
correct
gonna listen
answer
to
that
it.
gets Scott Nance back on the board.
That's right.
To be your fathers.
We move on to your fourth question in round 1, and that is from the world of horror thriller. Your question is, what actress played Casey Becker, the Ghostface Killer's first victim in 1996's Scream? Saw that movie in a movie theater on the in the North Carolina shore, like the Outer Banks kind of area. Spring break, high school. 5, 4, 3,
Drew Barrymore.
and a 1. We go to Winston.
I believe it is my third favorite Charlie's Angel, Drew Barrymore.
There
That
it
is correct. It was not.
No,
Lucy
she's my
Nor
favorite
Cameron
Charlie's
Diaz,
Angel.
Jason Inman.
Drew Barrymore.
He had it as well. Eric Zipper.
Drew Barrymore.
Lock it up, Scott Nance.
Let's say it's my first favorite Charlie's Angel, Drew Barrymore.
Woo, man.
All right, and we're cutting the lead down to just 1 for World's Finest, and Scott Mann's finally on the board. 2. That's great.
To find our next one's going to involve thrills and swashbuckling, Riley.
We come with question 5 in action adventure.
Da-da-da.
Game of Thrones actor Alfie Allen stars alongside Keanu Reeves in what action film?
If I gave you one genre for the rest of your life, action
John Wick.
Star Wars for me. That's a genre.
You're getting very specific. 5, 4. You could take it all sci-fi. 3, 2, and 1. Jason, Justice Inman.
Theon Greyjoy is in John Wick.
That is a correct answer, and he got the Game of Thrones name as well. Eric.
John Wick.
He got it. Scott Nance.
John Wick.
Freudian slip there. Winston, you don't look
God,
like
it's
you.
John Wick. It's not
It
me.
is John Wick. are tied at 7. 3 questions remain in round 1. There's no perfect games that are going to be tossed here today, but we could have a tie or one team will emerge as the lead going into round 2. Your next category is comic book movies.
Let's go.
And your question is, who plays Wesley, the newest member of the Fraternity of Assassins in 2008's Wanted? Mark Riley, have you been in a fraternity when you were at USC?
I was in a fraternity. It wasn't
James McAvoy.
Assassins,
Give him a shout.
TKE. There you
TKE.
go, brothers. Yeah.
Tau,
Thank you. T-
Kappa,
right.
Alpha.
Kappa Sig.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Another JTE
We
rule
got
for
2 for
Team
Team
Trek.
Shrek. All right.
Who plays Wesley, the newest member of the Fraternity of Assassins in 2008's Wanted?
Make it so.
Scottman's trying to will the answer into his partner, Jason Justice Inman. We're going to go to our count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't think Inman had it. Did Eric Zipper?
James McAvoy.
Give him a point. Scott Mans?
James McAvoy.
We are back to being
There
tied.
you
Winston,
go.
can you break it?
I had his face in my mind, but I couldn't remember his name, so I know Angelina Jolie's in the movie.
Yep.
So I just guessed the name of the movie.
Close enough.
it is.
Wesley, a
Close
fine
enough.
name for a male or a female.
Couldn't
Jason
pull it.
Inman
Couldn't
could
pull
not get it, so we are still tied with 2
Still
questions
tied.
left in round 1.
Your 7th question comes in the category of fantasy sci-fi.
Nerd alert, am I right?
Yeah. And your question is, who played the Colonel in War for the Planet of the Apes?
First thing I think of when I hear the name Colonel is popcorn. I don't go military right away. I go popcorn, and then I get off popcorn. I go to military.
You like your corn.
I love my corn. 5, 4,
Woody Harrelson.
3, 2. I respect colonels. 1. Thank you for your service. Scott Mance.
That'd be Woody Harrelson.
It is Woody Harrelson.
Yep.
Wow. Look at how excited Winston is. Jason Edmond.
Woody from Cheers, Woody
It
Harrelson.
is Cheers. Eric Zipper.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
Yes!
I'll get it.
10
All
to
right.
10.
So we remain tied 10-10. This is great.
A very well played, well answered, and competitive round 1 closes up with your category famous actors and actresses. Who played Butch Cassidy in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? All-time classic there.
All-time classic. I would
John
say.
Roca favorite.
That's probably a John Roca favorite. Does
He-
have a lot of gravitas.
Is it- I don't know. Forces and gravitas are what that guy looks for. And we go to 5, 4, 3,
I don't know.
1. Pens down. Winston, your answer.
An older white lady.
It's
White
actually
lady.
an older white man, and we still couldn't accept
I
it.
got it
Jason
wrong. I
Edmond.
haven't seen it.
It is. I love his salad dressing, Paul Newman.
There it is.
Great salad dressing
Correct
and
answer.
race car driver as well, Eric.
I had Robert Redford.
Okay.
Sundance.
I know.
Sundance
I
Film
knew that too,
Festival.
and I couldn't
Scott
pull the other
Vance, I'm pretty
name.
sure you got the answer right. He did. Paul Newman.
Look at that. Team Trek goes up by 2. That was a huge round for the last round. Team Trek goes in the next round, leading by 2.
got 6.
And Scott Vance is
Wow.
And whistle through the crowd. Look at Mance's
Damn.
biceps. You can hear that flex all the way to Denmark as we move on to round number 2 with Team Trek taking a surprising lead. Scott Vance missing his first 2 questions right off the bat. All of a sudden, Team Trek is back. They have teleported themselves into the lead, and we are now upon round 2. In round 2, each team is going to hear 6 questions from a movie category that will be determined by a mythological lucky spin of the wheel. If you guys are not happy with the category you spin at first, you are awarded 1 mulligan. You may spin again. Whatever that lands on, you get your 6 questions from. Each question is worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round 2. If you're not sure of what the answer is, you can check the multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Team Trek, you are not only the favorite, you find yourselves with a 2-point lead. Thus, you may elect to spin first or defer to the world's finest.
Haven't done this in a while. We're gonna go first.
They're going first.
Going first.
Scott Nance was flexing his muscle, but it looks like Jason Inman is going to be the one to give it a
like
spin.
Make it so, number 1.
Have at it, Jason
There
Inman.
you go.
Good thing Nance isn't spinning this wheel. This thing will be spinning for days.
Movie release
Right.
See the
dates.
guns on this guy?
Movie release dates
So we-
is
Come
on
on,
the
movie
wheel.
release
Movie release dates,
Movie release
comic book
dates.
movies. This is a very fertile wheel as far as correct answers.
Oh, chef.
They missed it and they landed on Will Smith
Will Smith.
movies. Will Smith movies.
No?
What do do you
Really?
think?
I mean, everybody wants Big Willie.
Everybody
Wants Big Willie.
Looks like Scott wants to keep Will
Scott
Smith.
wants it. Inman not so sure.
again.
Oh, they're going.
We're gonna
Okay,
spin
spin
again.
again. Okay. I probably would have
Yes.
too if I was in their space.
Then again, I love Will Smith movies. I would have stayed on Will Smith movies. Will Smith, his movie's better than his son's tweets.
Very true.
And we come around, could it be movie release dates? It does not appear to be the
No,
case.
goes by again, but we get
We're going to get Oscar movies.
Oscar
Wow.
movies. That is a strength
Oscar
for
movies.
Scott Mans.
All right, so Oscar movies are what we are going to have in front of us here for Team Trek. They've spun Oscar movies, and Mark Riley will be administering the questions to Team Trek.
All right. Team Trek, you are up with Oscar movies. And your first question. For what movie did Sigourney Weaver receive her first Oscar nomination?
Aliens.
The team members are allowed to consult with each other
Yes, they are.
for all 6 of the questions in round 2. 5, 4.
The year of living
3.
dangerously.
That is incorrect. They did not go for multiple
Aliens.
choice. You could get 2 points here, World's Finest, if you get the answer.
Aliens?
That is
2
correct. For 2
points.
points.
Wow.
Big steal. That
Really?
will tie it up. Yes, aliens. That is a good
shot
question.
in the dark. It appears by World's Finest, and it really paid off for him.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that she was actually nominated for aliens.
She
All
played
right.
Newt, the little girl.
That is incorrect. All right. Question 2 in Oscar movies. Team Trek, you're up. What is the only Coen Brothers directed film to win Best Picture at the Oscars?
That would be
Fargo?
Country for Old Men.
And 2 points.
All right, they're back on the right
No
track.
clapping for Team
yeah,
Trek, huh?
very, very tepid audience. Either they're rooting for World's Finest or they're nervous about Team Trek's
Yeah,
composure.
either whatever it is, we are moving on to question number 3. Penelope Cruz has won her only Academy Award for her role in what film?
Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Another 2 points.
Damn.
That is correct.
They're starting to feel it, and the crowd is awakened.
They're finally awake. Good, good. All right. We get into
They're
question
tired.
4.
They're tired.
Leonardo DiCaprio's first Oscar nomination came for What's Eating Gilbert Grape in 1995. Who did he lose to?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Good question. Yeah.
Multiple choice.
We're taking multiple choice. Is it A, Ray Fiennes, B, John Malkovich, C, Pete Postlewaite, D, Tommy Lee Jones?
How many Jones?
Okay. Can I hear those answers again? Is that a JTE
That's
moment?
that is a usage of the JTE rule. It is not.
Not for
It is-
multiple choice, you
that
can
is
do it.
Not a usage of the JTE rule.
Is it A, Ray Fiennes, B, John Malkovich, C, Pete Postlewaite, D, Tommy Lee Jones?
Wait. Yes, it is. Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay, that's our answer,
That's
and we
correct.
give him a point.
Yep, 1
Woo.
point, he wins, and the crowd is stunned.
Yeah.
Stunned and silent and
Crowd.
sleepy and
Literally
whatever.
shocked.
Literally shocked. All right, we go into your 5th question in Oscar movies. Who is the only actress to win an Oscar for playing a man?
Hilary Swank?
That's Hilary Swank.
It's incorrect.
Oh shit! No, she didn't play in there.
All
For
right.
the steal, gentlemen,
The
of World's
steal
Finest.
for
Oh.
World's Finest.
I know it. Shit.
All right, we're gonna need an answer here in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Meryl Streep.
1.
Good,
It is-
good guess, but incorrect.
She's
Solid
on like
guess.
all the Oscars.
We were looking for Linda Hunt for the year of living dangerously. I think Scott Mans knew it.
Very
After he
excited.
said it, yep.
And now one question remains with a 5-point lead for Team Trek at the moment.
All right, your last question in Oscar movies, Team Trek. Name the movie for which actor Frank Langella was nominated for an Academy Award.
You gotta go to 5.
Frost
4.
Nixon.
That's correct, 2 points.
Big
Wow.
save there at the end by Mance. And, you know, Riley, that's kind of the way Team Trek goes. They can rack up a bunch of points, occasionally a misstep. 7-point lead right now. We go to World's Finest. Which one of you gentlemen would like to spin that thar wheel?
I'll do it.
Eric
Is
is
going
going
up, all
to
right. Let's
zip
see.
up his pants and get over there, and he's going to spin the wheel.
You gotta,
I made him look.
movie release dates
Made
earlier.
him look.
you gotta
Movie
assume he's
release
looking
day.
for a ton of this movie movies and not wanting movie
They
release
want
dates.
comic book movies.
Absolutely.
Apparently, World's Finest not bad at rom-coms either. That's the
No,
word on the
rom-coms,
street.
yeah.
It's not going to be rom-coms. Is it going to be Spitter's Choice?
Nope. it's
Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, we were debating this, man. I don't know. I know
I think she's
just
spinning
her in
it.
Black Widow movies. So, do you want to take this risk? Oh, and he's just not that into you. I mean, what do you...
Rom-coms represented there. All right.
World's
I don't know,
Finest
man.
debating. They're going to spin
Spin
again.
again.
They're
Spinning
spinning
again.
Winston, you're
There we go.
smart, Winston.
Spinning again.
Don't
And
do
this
that.
does
Should I
put
watch it?
movie release dates back in play should they spin it, because
They
if they
released
aren't
it.
able to get those answers, you know Team Trek is going to be salivating.
Wait. Still
Here we go.
Oh. Oh.
Is it? It's not going to be
Ah,
movie
damn
release
it.
dates. Is it going to be? Is it going to be Spinner's Choice, Riley?
Yeah.
Romantic
Romantic
comedies.
comedies. There it is.
Hey, look, Scarlett Johansson are in some of those, so we might still
She is. She is.
Looks like I believe this is a big strength for Mr. Zipper. Not so much with Mr. Marshall, but like you said, he is a big fan of Scarlett Johansson. So
Sports rom-coms, I got those.
sports rom-coms. Let's see if we have any questions about Tin Cup in here. Your first question in the world of romantic comedies: name the '90s rom-com that ends with Andy McDowell telling Hugh Grant,
For
"I
weddings
do."
and a funeral.
Multiple choice.
We can provide that. Is it A, Groundhog Day, B, Four Weddings and a Funeral, C, Four Rooms, or D, Multiplicity?
B, forwardings and
That is correct for 1 point.
All right.
All right, negotiating their way around the category. Your next question. In Legally Blonde, why does Elle Woods initially attend Harvard Law School?
Because she got
chasing her
dumped.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
No,
That
serious.
is correct.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
That's 2 points. Good move. All right.
I just can't stand somebody that confident answering the question, so I gotta make him doubt
Bro,
it.
Legally
the
Blonde,
big-
yeah.
the big-
He's seen this movie more than once. He's seen this movie more than. Yep.
You got the point.
In the Batman onesie, it really
The
does
Batman
wonders.
onesie,
Yeah.
Batman doesn't-
Doing stiff leg deadlifts and a Batman onesie, always the right move at a party. Your next question in the world of romantic comedies. Who played matchmaker Emma Woodhouse in the 1996 film adaptation of Jane Austen's Emma?
Jeanette Patrol. Jeanette Patrol.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Emma Thompson, B, Claire Danes, C, Gwyneth Paltrow, or D, Kate Winslet? Five, four,
A.
three. A
Paltrow?
is incorrect. Does Team Trek have the steal for 1 point?
Is it Kate Winslet?
It is not Kate Winslet either. We were looking for Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ooh, I got it.
Romantic comedies! Good answer, kryptonite!
For
Dude!
Gwyneth Paltrow, and it remains a 4-point game. Riley, if World's Finest can somehow get the last 3 questions here, they are going to have the lead
Yeah.
going into round 3. Your fourth question, world of romantic comedies. In the movie I Love You, Man, what did Peter and Sydney go out to eat on their first man date?
Yes, it's fish tacos.
It is
Fish
2
tacos.
points.
Yeah.
2 points.
Good one.
I like World's Finest because they either really know the answer or they have no idea.
That's one extreme.
No
to the
middle
next.
ground
That
there.
pendulum is swinging back and forth.
All right, if you get this next question right, you will have tied Team Trek still with another question remaining. In Love Actually, what popular TV actor plays Mark, the best man who is actually in love with Juliet, who is played by Keira Knightley?
Andrew Lincoln.
They
Yeah,
are
that guy from
tied with
Walking
Team
Dead.
Trek.
That's a good one. That's a big pull.
As we get to the last question, and for the lead going into the last round 3, your question is, who played Bad Boy Patrick Verona in 10 Things I Hate About You?
Heath
Oh my
Ledger.
God, that's Heath Ledger, bro.
It is Heath Ledger.
And they take the lead.
Almost offended
That's
at
the joke,
the
baby.
ease
Yeah.
of that question. And now all of a sudden, Team Trek taking a 2-point lead into round 2, exiting round 2. The 2-point lead has shifted over to World's Finest. They are flying high right now. Team Trek has been here before. Great sportsmanship being on display right now.
There it
Mark
is.
Riley, we head into round 3. Where are your thoughts right now?
Well, I was impressed with World's Finest coming in getting rom-coms, missing a couple, but taking the lead. This is a big round for them going into round 3. But Team Trek is not out of this. All they need is 3 questions. They can do this.
Team Trek is currently 4-3. If they lose this match, they're going to be at 500. World's Finest, they get a win, they're going to be 2-0.
Yeah.
We are going to find that out right now in round 3. Competitors, here is how round 3 works. Each team is going to give us a series of numbers ranging from 1 to 20. Those numbers correspond to a movie category up here at the answer desk. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your last question is worth 5 points. Here's the important thing to keep in mind. Once we tell you the category of your 2-point question, the team will have to decide which member is going to answer. Whoever does not answer that question will be the sole member of the team answering the 3-point question. You are only allowed to confer or use mental telepathy on the last question, should we get that far, worth 5 points. So, with Team Trek in the loser spot, World's Finest is going to be giving us your 3 numbers first.
19, 8, and 4.
19, 8, and 4. Dangerous strategy, counting down backwards, Riley.
Yeah,
This season
it's
pays off.
unheard of in this competition.
19, 8, and 4 are their numbers, and now we go to Team Trek.
Well, we got to start off like the Enterprise. 17.
And then 1,
And then let's go 09.
because...
Star Trek 2009.
17,
Of
1.
I don't know that movie release date.
Of course, May 8th, 2009.
Didn't know that part.
Yes.
All right,
My
17,
20th
1, and 9.
birthday.
I will be administering the Team Trek questions here. All right, Team Trek, your first question. You selected number 17 because it corresponds to something in your nerd fiction. You have landed on the category of classics. Classics. Who would like to take the classics question worth 2 points?
Jason Inman is looking to Mans.
Yeah.
Reluctant.
Got
Here it
Mans. Volunteering. And your question is, for 2 points, name the film in which Humphrey Bogart plays Detective Sam Spade.
It happened one night, I think.
The Maltese Falcon.
We're tied.
2 points.
We
Yeah.
are
There it is.
tied. And with
Big
that,
goal for
it
Scott
is
Mans.
21 to 21. Both teams putting up an impressive amount of points here.
Yeah.
And we are not done yet. We move to World's Finest. Mark Riley will be asking you the questions.
World's Finest, your first question, you chose the number 19, which corresponds to Will Smith movies.
All right, who wants to take that one?
Winston,
It's
you're
not
up.
because I'm black.
Volunteering himself, aligning with Will Smith for the content of his character, not the color of his skin.
That is exactly right.
All right, well, your 2-point question, Winston. Who played Will Smith's partner in Wild Wild West?
Oh my God! Wait.
Easy, Eric. Easy, Eric. No mental telepathy allowed.
Jesus.
Gotta go to 5.
Crap, his
4,
name escaped.
3.
They use the JT rule,
Okay.
so we're going to
Use the JT
repeat
rule.
the question.
Don't look at Eric. He cannot help you now. Your question repeat, Mark Riley, please.
Who played Will Smith's partner in Wild Wild West?
Eric either really knows the answer or has to take it down. 5,
Kevin Kline?
4. He got it.
Well done.
Kevin Kline.
Yeah.
All right. Expending a lot of emotional energy
We were
on
all
Kevin
look
Kline.
at that.
All right, and
Big
now we
time
move
get.
back to Team Trek. It's a 3-pointer. It's going to Jason Justice Inman and no one else. And your category, you selected number 1. The 3 points, that is 1990s movies.
Okay.
1990s.
Were you alive
movie.
then?
I was alive
Good.
then.
Jason Inman was, in fact, alive
Can
in
I
the
pre-answer with Bill
1990s.
Clinton?
All right. We were looking for Cineburst.
Oh.
Your question is, in Rush Hour,
Oh.
what song does Jackie Chan's Inspector Lee try to sing which annoys Chris Tucker's Carter?
Is it War? What is it good for?
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Trek is in the lead.
That
Wait,
is big pull.
Wasted? Hold on. I kind of want to challenge that.
Why?
Oh, we got a challenge
Why?
on the table.
Because
Why?
because he plays the Beach Boys song the surfing in the USA. That annoys him.
I would challenge back. Your question wasn't specific enough.
That he tries to sing, he's like. So yes, I would like to challenge it.
Okay.
Ooh.
They are going to
Challenge.
challenge. The duct tape has been removed from my mouth, and we have the challenge ruling. The challenge will not be upheld. A
Nope.
great effort challenging it by Winston. The Beach Boys are a great band. However, war is the correct answer. So now Team Trek does keep a 1-point lead. And World's Finest, Rally, they got to start answering some more questions.
And here we go. We are going to your next question, World's Finest. All right, World's Finest, your next question. You chose the number 8. That corresponds with the category of action adventure. Who played Princess Tamina opposite Jake Gyllenhaal in Prince of Persia?
Holy crap.
Eric Zipper alone.
That is a question. That is a tough one.
Go to 5, 4.
I don't even
Shannon
know.
Sossaman.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Sorry, but incorrect. We were looking for Gemma Atherton.
Gemma Arterton.
Arterton. Don't even know her
Be
either,
careful.
so-
All right, so World's Finest now. They found themselves in the lead at 1 point in this game. Now they're trailing by 1, and they are faced with a 5-pointer question. The good news is that they can confer with each other on what the answer is. The bad news, if they miss this, they lose to Team Trek. Boy, what drama we have here.
We have some drama, and World's Finest, as Ellis said, you can confer. This is your 5-point question. You chose the number 4, corresponds with the 2000s. Name 2 of the 3 horrible bosses from the movie Horrible Bosses.
Kevin Spacey,
Are you
Jennifer
asking for
Aniston.
the actors or are you asking for the characters?
The actor.
Actors. Okay, cool.
Kevin Spacey, Jennifer
Kevin
Aniston.
Spacey and Jennifer Aniston.
That is correct for
Give it to
5
him.
points, and World's Finest has taken the lead. I'm nervous, Mark Ellis. This is great here.
Team Trek can answer, and you can confer on this as well, because this is your 5-pointer. When you guys were going through all of the Star Trek lore, you settled on 09, which is also known as 9.
Yes.
That corresponds here at our answer desk to Oscar movies. Your question is, world of Oscar movies, other than Heath Ledger, 2 other actors have been nominated for an Oscar for a comic book movie. Name 1 of those actors.
Wow, that's a hard one.
5, 4,
Viggo Mortensen.
3, and your winners, Eric and Winston! World's Finest takes it. We were looking
Damn.
for Paul Newman for Road to Perdition or William Hurt for A History of
You were
Violence.
close. I know you're thinking Vigo, but no, you didn't get
Wow.
nominated.